we have some issues. And the second thing was when Lou got off the plane, he was picked up by a taxi driver, and his stories about that were just tremendous. And Lou, take it from there.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was, so, you know, my wife and I were traveling along with Rob and his wife, and we're very open about our feelings on certain things and stuff like that. And we were on in the taxi, and we were just talking, and the taxi driver, very nice guy, very cordial, but was a little reserved. I mean, when we were talking about, some of the things we saw about going on in the UK and everything else, very reserved until we sort of let loose that, yes, we were Trump supporters and that we love America and that we believe in freedom of speech and everything. And all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my God, you mean I can actually talk?"
Here in this country where they're really cracking down on all the hates, the kind of thought, the hate speech supposedly, and you can't think this way and you can't publish up, but then these people spewing all this hatred, they're just marching right down the middle of Glasgow. Very strange,
Right.
and just unsettling.
And the one thing is that the police that were there to prevent people from heckling the demonstrators. They were there, and that as people started yelling out at the demonstrators, that the police ran up to them and told them to be quiet or they could be arrested. And
Right,
I'm like, huh? You know, wait, they get to say things that are reprehensible. I mean, there's no way to describe it other than that. And that when people start challenging them, they're telling the people that are challenging them to shut up.
right.
I mean, and you know, it makes no sense. But I mean, that's why it is something that freedom of speech, as Rob said, it's not a coincidence that our founding fathers made this the First Amendment, that speech above all else, because going back, as we said before, the crown was able to regulate speech. You would say something, they would throw you in jail.
Right.
And that's why they said that this is something we need to be able to speak our minds. We need to be able to speak out no matter what it is. You can love it, you can hate it, you can agree with it, you can disagree with it.
One thing
Yeah,
that we
so
learned,
those are our musings and observations from when we were overseas, where because of how we've discussed is Rob and I will never be able to go back over to UK now. absent, making sure we have a barrister over there to get us out of trouble and keep those arrest warrants from coming. But
there were plenty of times, and this is, if I can, just so we can give people the understanding, we kind of joked before we went over, like, look, we can't get arrested. You know, let's not get arrested today. Every day was a little victory. And we joked about it, but when you talk to the people like the cab driver, when you talk to people who are in the pubs, you talk to people who are at the hotels, and you can see, and they sometimes are knowing that you're an American, although they still might think that they're being set up to, who knows, or someone's listening. I don't know. When you have to worry about what you can say and how you can say it to just anyone.
I mean, and the same for us as well. We had to be careful about how we spoke to each other in public and express our opinions on certain things. The people that we were with, we had to be careful about. I mean, another example is I had a T-shirt that had a QR code on it that had a certain political message if you scanned it. And one of the guys we were with scanned it in his phone, and it came up saying this, basically this is blocked within the UK. You cannot show this within the UK. And then after that, he's like, "Oh my God!" Like literally, he's like, "Did I just commit a crime? Like, did I just do something by you scanning your T-shirt